Long ago, in a land surrounded by hills and rivers, there was a village known as Obodondu. But though its name meant the village of life, for many years it was a place haunted by shadows. Crops failed, children fell ill, and every night strange cries echoed from the forest. The people believed the land itself had been cursed, hunted by evil spirits. Fear became their daily bread. Even when the sun rose, its warmth felt dim because hearts were heavy. And here lies the first lesson. Sometimes in life, the true haunting we face is not from spirits, but from fear itself. Fear can turn a fertile land into wasteland, and a strong heart into weakness. The elders prayed, the hunters made sacrifices, yet the suffering grew. Until one day the gods of the land brought forth an unlikely helper. Not a warrior, not a chief, but a young woman named Adana. She was quiet, observant, and many doubted her. But the gods do not choose the proud, they choose the willing. Adana listened to the cries of the people and walked into the forest where no one dared to go. She discovered that the land was not merely haunted by spirits, it was burdened by neglect, selfishness, and forgotten traditions. The village had stopped caring for one another, stopped honoring their roots, and stopped planting with gratitude. With wisdom and courage, she led them back to the old ways of unity. She taught them to clear the sacred grounds, to work together in the fields, and to share food with those who had none. And as they did, the cries of the spirits grew silent. The village, once covered in shadows, began to bloom again. Here is the second lesson. Progress begins not when we fight the shadows outside, but when we heal the shadows within. Many of us are haunted not by forests or spirits, but by regrets, broken trust, and forgotten dreams. Like Adana, we must have the courage to enter the forest of our own soul and face what lies within. The people of Obodondu soon discovered that the true enemy was not the spirits. It was their own disunity, their loss of faith. When they came together, the land healed, and so did they. Crops flourished, laughter returned, and children ran free under the open sky. And so the third lesson shines clearly. No matter how dark the night, no matter how haunted the land, hope is never far. The gods, or life itself, always brings someone or something to guide us back to the light. But we must be ready to listen, to act, and to believe. Friends, maybe your own life feels haunted right now, by failures, by worries, or by the weight of the unknown. Remember the story of Adana and her village. Fear may linger, but it does not have to define you. Healing begins when you choose unity over isolation, courage over fear, and faith over despair. So I ask you today, what forest are you afraid to walk into? What shadows have you allowed to grow in your heart? Take a step. Face them. For beyond the fear lies freedom, and beyond the haunting lies a harvest. The haunted land was freed, and so can you. If this story touched your heart, don't let it end here. Share it with someone who needs hope. Leave your reflections in the comments and subscribe for more journeys of wisdom and inspiration. Remember, the land heals when the people choose to heal, and so does the soul.